Hello, and welcome to Depth Perception. We discuss movies and dive into how films direct the way we experience them. We create a perception of sound, a perception of sight, with a dimension of mind. Mm-hmm. We move into a land of both shadow and substance, of themes and ideas. Mr. Vosley here with K-Max.
Good to be here. Go Sabres.
And the Tin Man.
Hello. We're burning the midnight oil.
Yep.
Yes, it is well past midnight. We'll see what kind of quality recording we get. So this is our wrap-up episode for Season 3 of Depth Perception Movie Podcast. Can you guys believe it's just about 2 years of doing this thing?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it feels about right.
Does it?
It's not 7?
Like, didn't we watch Mother last year? So the front of this episode will be a kind of a review on our thoughts for the season, and the back end will be addressing questions, concerns, and as advertised, choosing a movie suggested by our listeners.
A suggestive movie?
A suggestive movie.
So even though this is a review, of course, I still have an itinerary for us. Tin Man, hit it. I'm going to give a Season 3 final word, and we're going to have kind of a reaction to how we began the season to where we are right now. We'll talk about our favorite movie that we watched this season, or favorite episode. And then we'll move into listener feedback that we'd like to share, text messages, whatever. And then we will reveal the movie for our bonus episode.
Ooh, all right.
Big reveal.
I got to look at the list of movies we did.
It was a list.
It was quite the list.
All right, Season 3, final word. So I was slightly worried about introducing the topic for the importance of human interaction because I felt it could just be given a simple answer. Of course it's important. Of course it has significance on people. Who says it doesn't? But I was grateful that episode after episode, we could go deeper into these subjects. Grief, isolation, belonging, and so on. We could find just how integral our interactions with the people around us are to our well-being, or lack thereof. How our actions or inaction affects others. How respectful and accountable perhaps we should be when we interact with strangers, our neighbors, and our loved ones. So it's not just, it's what you do, it's what you don't do, it's everything. It's everything about that interaction with anybody. And even though this episode is brought to you by the importance of human interaction, I still have another word for it. So it's also brought to you by the word respect. So I hinted at it at the end of last episode. Tin Man, you weren't here, but it was Hacksaw Ridge.
Yes.
And I kind of talked a little bit about the word respect. So the importance of human interaction is rooted in that word. It only took 23 shows to get there. So it's respect for yourself, respect for others, respect for like-minded people, for people that don't think the same as you, respect for the impact of your action or inaction. Does that word fit you for you guys, or do you have another idea that encompasses what this season was about?
Mine is more tongue-in-cheek. I think range. From heavy with grief to laughter to war. That's some range. I just thought about being pushed a little bit this season.
More so than the first two seasons?
Not more so, just in a different way, just range-wise. First two seasons, they were pretty much in the pocket. When you're in trench warfare, you expect it. This one, you're in the trench, and then you were in a field of daisies. Then you're back in the trench again, which that made it a little difficult because not difficult, but it made you kind of show your range a little bit more because you go from grief, you're talking about these really heavy themes, and then laughter, which was a blast. I think that's just so much fun, and it's my favorite stuff. It's my favorite thing to laugh. Laughter's my favorite. Singing's my favorite. Make work your favorite. No, and then to war, like it's a pretty big range. I don't think there's not much thematic about it. It's just more literal. There's a lot of range there.
How about you, Tin Man?
I don't know, like variety. There's quite a variety in there. We did go all over the place, but it was a lot of human, the human experience. I guess that would be a good way to put it.
It's right on the money.
And I mean, that's kind of been our hallmark, I guess. The first season was about seeing things from a different perspective. Season 2, we had how universal the human experience can be. And then this season, we have the importance of human interaction. So we're finding different crevices to explore within those. So I started this season with our tribute to Ralph.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So Tin Man was he was becoming the $6 million man. So you couldn't join us for that one.
More machine than human.
Even more machine.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Becoming tinier.
Yeah.
Back to match the heart.
That's a T-shirt. Back to match the heart. But speaking of heart, that's his favorite character.
Oh,
right there.
well, there. Yeah. The only one of us that has a fan club. But the Ralph episode, I wanted to get. There's a couple things I wanted to accomplish there, and one was I knew it was the 10-year anniversary, and I tried to get it to around there. Then, if not, maybe his birthday. But that it was a pretty personal episode. I mean, of course it is, but it was kind of like it helped. There's a sense of closure. I don't know how you felt about that, K-Max, because I think it was
I
just
agree
me
with
and
you. It was the first time that first time I allowed myself to venture back into those woods. Mm-hmm. And it was a good place to be, and I think it was important. There's the thing about catharsis. You don't know when it happens. You can sit down with a therapist. You can go to a place. You can go to a gravesite. It doesn't always have to happen there. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it happens behind a doggone microphone.
at 1 a.m. or
and
whatever.
Sometimes it's who you're with, too. You feel safe and you feel a kinship. So you feel a connection. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
But it was also kind of setting the stage for the first handful episodes there, because we watched some heavy stuff there. Talk to Me, Midsummer, your favorite.
You know what's funny? I'm going to save that story. It's very late. I saw a wreath on someone's door, and it was a very decorative spring solstice wreath with flowers and stuff on it, and I was like, I was triggered.
Like, there's a guy in a bear suit in there. I know it.
I just know it. I know where it is. Oh my gosh.
So naturally, the Ralph episode flowed into grief and isolation, and how much a role other people have in processing those things. And then we moved into belonging and laughter, which dealt with the joys we get with human interaction, like actually getting to some happy episodes. Like you said, Field of Daisies there. So comfort, happiness, all those things that we get when we have an emotional place to call home. And we went into rom-coms, relationships, and friendships. Those gave us discussions that highlighted the complexities of finding partners in life and the reliance on the strive to feel good. Finally, estrangement and war. Concepts that show us how devastating human interaction can be when there is disregard for others, when respect has left the conversation. And I wanted to make sure at that point I brought up the idea of dichotomy, and because it relates to how we interact with others, and we talked about in Hacksaw Ridge too, of, if you believe that, you must be on the other side. You must be evil. You must represent everything that I don't agree with. And that's a pretty dangerous way of thinking and ever relevant today, I feel like. So that brings us to right now. So I'm very much looking forward to hearing from you guys, seeing how you felt from the start of the season to where we are now. If we felt like we've grown, if we've had any more perspective, or anything that I guess we've learned over the last, how long has it been? 8 months, something like that.
Been a bit. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed this season as much as the others. I like that there was some light at the end of the tunnel, or in the middle of the tunnel at least. This season, there were some films that I actually liked. This season. I felt like, I don't mind saying when I feel like we missed. I feel like it felt like sometimes we dug too deep in a field of beautiful flowers and we ended up with coal. Like with the rom-com, like we were so uniquely us. I think we missed almost the point of romantic comedies to go with some heavy hitting ones that are kind of like to me, I felt like a rom-com is just, it's almost like if we wanted to talk about Hallmark movies and we picked like the deepest, darkest Hallmark movie, you'd be missing the discussion of Hallmark movies at all.
Yeah.
Because what they are pure surface. So like rom-coms with like sleeping with other people, it's like, I think it does fit there, but I've always struggled with the idea of using that as like an example of one, because I'm like, there's so many obviously good ones that people can attach to, and yeah, maybe we want to stretch ourselves there, but it's almost like, but we're talking about balloons and butterflies, you know what I mean? That's what rom-coms are.
Yeah,
that's what people dig about them, and then we, again, it's Alice, you had some people. I was fine watching it. Watched it 4 times since. No, but like
Parts of it.
With that one, at least 447 to 448. No, but I remember thinking about it and like reflecting, because you want to get better at stuff. You want to, and I remember listening and saying, it's a good movie, but I feel like the discussion could have been more rich if it was more what rom-coms are. I do get why we watched that one though. Why we picked the ones that we did.
There's more to pick apart. There's definitely more depth to that movie.
Yeah.
Than most rom-coms.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's where he's like, hey, we're going to actually garner some more gems out of this one.
Sure.
Where the lighter, funnier, easygoing, more palatable rom-coms that we're more used to.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much depth to it. That was my assumption.
In my head, I thought, like, in talking with people not at this table, that's what the overwhelming feedback was. Yeah. Not in a bad way. It just almost was it was almost like a distraction in a film. Like, I feel like our choice was almost like a distraction to the listeners that would say, I'm listening, I'm always tuning in, and I'm like, why did you guys dig there when rom-coms are right here? And I said, that's interesting. I said, that's good. It's a good point. I said, I don't know. I said, I did you like the discussion? Oh yeah, that was good. Watch the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
all the feedback is always appreciated.
That's the best part about it. And I always I don't know if maybe it's because it's just me, but like I get a ton of feedback, good and bad, which I think is great. And I don't mind sharing it either. I don't mind sharing it on the air, because it's otherwise, we are a propaganda machine. Everything's good. Everything we say is right. We swing and we hit. We only hit dingers.
Some podcasts are equal. Well, this one's more equal than others.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think that's what separates us, though. Sometimes, if I could be a little arrogant, what separates us is our honesty and our ability to say, "Cool, thanks for that."
Yeah. Oh,
without being like,
And also, we're not right. We're not.
right,
We're having a discussion as well.
yeah,
Doing.
that's exactly it.
And that's the point of the podcast too, is the perception.
That's
You know,
right.
there's depth, and then your ability to perceive what is your perception, what is your
Absolutely.
version of what you're seeing, what is it that you see that I don't see.
Absolutely.
You know, so
I would actually love if someone curated a conversation based on one of those, Hallmark movies. Like we talked about. I listen to, I re-listen to quite a. I edit them, so I have to listen to them. But even afterwards, I'll listen to them, while I work out and all that, and drive to work and everything. And so we did talk about the Buffalo Bills holiday touchdown.
Yeah.
But I'd love it if someone tried to curate an episode based on one of those plain and obvious, rom-com movies,
right?
And see, because it's not a lens that is strong in my head.
Yeah.
So I'd love the challenge of following someone else's lead, on that, and I think that'd be a pretty cool episode.
I think it would be fun.
Tin Man, did you have any response to like how it flowed thematically? Because when did you step in?
After the third one, I think.
if you said the name of the movie, I'd know. I did.
You didn't watch Midsummer, right?
Nope.
Was it Planes,
I wasn't
Trains,
there
and
for-
Automobiles?
Nope, I wasn't there for that one either.
Big Hero 6.
Nope, wasn't there for that one.
That would have been the night before then.
Yes,
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
that.
Okay.
that one was way deeper than I thought, because it was like, oh, this is a Friends pothead movie, and I was like, no, there's a lot more.
And I love the discussion on that one, too.
They had a ton of weird theme callbacks and like setups throughout the whole thing. That was really like a lot of little gems in that movie that you wouldn't suspect. Mm-hmm. It looked like a, goofy pothead,
Yeah.
silly Christmas movie. But there was a lot of heavy themes, a lot of family, a lot of issues. Each of them had an issue they were trying to hide from the other ones, and then it would have to come out, and then through their friendship, dealing with their problems. It was a really well done movie. Mm-hmm. A lot better than I thought.
Yeah, so thematically speaking, I know for me, because I'm trying to come up with how we're going to discuss these topics and what kind of questions and how personal is too personal and how broad is too broad and where's the line between directing the conversation and just proposing a question. So I know for me, kind of going through these different topics gave a lot of personal reflection, I guess, of how do I deal with isolation? How do I deal with belonging? And in our Hacksaw Ridge one is like, how do I respond when my values are under attack?
Yeah, that's such a good question.
So there's a lot of self-reflecting and allowing myself to, I guess, grow while we had these discussions. I guess, do you guys have like a snapshot of how you felt to start the season and where you are now
Sure.
with all of these topics?
This season made me feel a lot. From the very first one, right from the word go, was the most feeling one with the Ralph tribute. Just a real honest and open place, a very private place. It kicked off the season with, I think, the most private discussion, almost like showing the world a very close part of all three of us. And I remember seeing Tin a week after that. He's getting his bionics done, and we were kind of catching up a little bit. Maybe New Year or something, or I think maybe. I don't know, whatever the time was. It was something where you were in the car, you weren't really moving around too good, but the kids got out or something, and you were in the car, and I went over and was chatting with you a little bit, and I talked about the Ralph episode, and I just remember I couldn't even look at you. I was like, I know how close all of us in our own particular ways were with Ralph, and he's like, "How did it go?" In typical Tin fashion, and I'm like, "Oh, it went really good, man. The conversation was good." and I almost had to like run away, like stay for a nightcap. Oh, and so I married an axe murderer. No, you guys want to be alone. Stay for a nightcap. This was Tin was asking, hey, how'd it go? And I was like, yeah, pretty good, man. All right, I'll see you later. It was like it was very deeply impersonal. But man, I love when you can express things like what Andrew Garfield said. Man, it's like, no, I don't mind crying in front of you because it's all the unexpressed love that I haven't get a chance to do. And I felt like that episode was a nice forum to have that, a nice little monument. I don't want to sound weird, but nice little place to come and lay stories and share some really cool and funny things about someone that we thought highly of, that influenced all of us. I think maybe shaped us in some weird way too. I think maybe even made it in a way that maybe found commonality. But you guys have a lot more in common than me. But like made me in league with you guys, like our common denominator of Ralph. Mm-hmm. Made it so that we understand each other a little bit better, maybe know each other a little bit better. And so I think maybe obviously then we would make connections with Ralph because that's our common thread in some ways. Mm-hmm. I thought that was cool to look at and explore a little bit. I remember just feeling really, really heavy there. And then I remember thinking with the ritual, I didn't realize how much I would feel, how heavy that would hit me watching the ritual, knowing we're talking a little bit about, grief. And watching that movie was great. And a good scary movie. You know me, I'm a big baby, big chicken. But I didn't feel any of the fear. I felt incredibly sad watching it, seeing the guy pass, who was kind of the glue, kind of that common denominator guy among all these blockheads. Present company excluded, but in the movie, we're included. Yeah. But in the movie, I just remember thinking to myself, what a masterful selection there, because Ralph very much feels that way. He would probably laugh, saying, "Oh, come on, don't say that. You're trying to flatter me." But like the glue and the bond and common denominator he was with us three specifically, but so many other people. I thought it was a beautiful. I don't even know if it was on purpose, but it was like a beautiful film to pick to kind of when these guys, they go on this epic adventure and you see how they're all broken without, I'm not saying he was like perfect, but like they were kind of like fragmented and broken and just ready to fall apart without this guy. And they're kind of remembering the guy in the movie and and I just remember feeling incredibly sad. And then I was glad that the movie got me so scared that I wasn't sad anymore because I'm like, oh good. But it was, I just thought it was like I didn't think, I guess I never saw the movie, so I didn't know. But I remember watching it thinking, I like that. The reason why they're all on this adventure is because of this guy who they're trying to honor, but they're also trying to grieve. They're taking this trip to kind of honor him and grieve him. And I thought, man, that's really cool. And I think that I can't speak for someone who's been gone for a decade, but I think I was really moved because I think Ralph would appreciate that. Not just like a blatant Uncle Chris kind of a way of honoring him, saying, and now we're going to talk about, this obviously sad movie because we miss Ralph. He'd be like, cool, that's kind of a neat way to, to jump off the season there. And I can't speak for him, but I think all of us could give a different voice to how he'd feel about it. And I hope that it's all honoring to him. I know his sister was pretty excited about it. And I think it's the only one she's listened to. But, and I believe his mom too. I think my sister listened. At least the transcription that I provided for her, she was very, very happy that we did that. She was very, very happy that there was another tribute to him, I say monument, but I'm not like idolizing, you know what I mean? Another guidepost, another beacon of him out there in the universe that people can say, yeah, they can learn about my boy. You can learn about him and some of the funny stories and whatnot. And there were funny stories. I learned a lot about my nephew in that episode. Anyway, I could talk all night about that one, but it was cool just having the wide range of them, the movies. And I thought that was it the night before? I thought that was fun. I thought I don't remember looking at it and thinking, "Well, this isn't going to be fun." They were all interesting. And I think my favorite one.
Oh, we'll save the favorite though.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. When I made this list of different aspects of human interaction, like it was very much on purpose to have me and you start in a very deep, dark pit and try to climb out.
Well, thank you.
And kind of reach an emotional height.
My therapist thanks you.
So that we could look at the last two topics with more of a better headspace, a kind of feeling like we've grown up a little bit, had some perspective on those earlier topics to kind of see how we can deal with estrangement and why war actually fit in this conversation. But I'm very interested now to shift to Tin Man because he came in at the high point. So I kind of want to see how that journey was from his point of view, because me and K-Mac started with The Ritual and Talk to Me and Midsummer, and then we put our own depressing spin on Planes, Trains, and Automobiles while still laughing, which I think was pretty on point for when you're in a dark place. Sometimes laughter is what kind of brings you up a little bit.
Give a listen to that episode if you haven't, and I still get lifted up by that episode.
So Tin Man, how was your emotional journey, or how did you feel like you
went all downhill?
Yeah, from your point of view, right?
I don't know. It was kind of like this, I guess, because it went to like Nosferatu, and there was what else was there? Well, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So some of them were kind of high point stuff. It was all like relationships, good and bad, managing, dealing with them. So it was always like relationship, something bad happens, and then usually the end of the movie they come back. Mary and Max, same thing, relationship gets iffy and then kind of comes back and ends on like either a sad or a happy or more conclusive note. And then there was a couple other ones in there. What else was in there? Shadow. Well, that's all. That was later.
Because you missed like the earlier stuff. So you missed The Ritual, Talk to Me, Midsummer, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Big Hero 6.
I'm a fair weather fan. I don't know what to tell you.
So you came in with laughter, rom-coms, relationships, friendship, estrangement, and war.
Whoa.
So you started at the top.
I think estrangement is the low point the most, I guess. Yeah, I started up high, just went down from there.
Let's go through our movies then. Our favorite movies, favorite episodes, favorite moments from this season. I did my best to choose movies that revolved around the relationship between two people or a small group, so we could focus on the intricacies of how we treat each other. The movies that didn't, or that primarily focus on a single character, showed us how lonely or, here's a Tin Man word, arduous, a personal journey can be without positive human interaction. So movies like Talk to Me, Midsummer, and war episodes, Shadow and Hacksaw Ridge. So let's hear your favorite movies, or even your favorite movie discussions from the season.
I thought estrangement was a good discussion.
Closer, was that involved in estrangement? That was one, right?
Mm-hmm. Or that was estrangement.
Yeah.
Was that the title of the movie?
Yeah, that
with
was Julia Roberts.
Okay, yeah, because I couldn't remember I'm sitting and looking. I'm like, well, I picked the wrong one because I can't remember the title of the movie. But I thought that was. if I recall correctly, I was not. It's funny when you look after the fact and you kind of look afterward to see what reviews were and to see what some of the themes are by the people that break down movies besides us. I couldn't have been more wrong with some of the things but I like that though. I like that it hit me a certain way, and I remember thinking to myself after reading some of the things that, the person that I thought was the most innocent was the most devious, the juggernaut for, and I like being able to think that I present enough case to myself saying, no, I'd still disagree.
Yeah, here's how I saw it.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. That's something that I'm getting better at with films, because you defer to the experts all the time. I do. Let me use it. I statement. I defer to the experts very often, and because I don't feel like I have the sea legs of breaking film down or a background of really digging in there, I defer sometimes. But then I'm thinking, oh, there are other blockheads watching the same thing, the same screen.
Yeah. Well, because I don't think we agreed on. I think we all had different characters, didn't we?
I think so. Toward the end, though, like after hearing others, I switched just because I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? That's absolutely right. I didn't know that it looked like she had kept everybody at arm's length from this very word go, and it was so obvious. But I thought that was interesting, and it was probably my favorite discussion because I remember watching did we all watch it together? I think we did.
Did we watch that one together?
I think we watched it
We had
first,
to have,
and then
because
we
it wasn't on
recorded.
anything, right? That one we had to watch.
I think we watched
That
it
sounds
here.
right. Yeah.
And then I just remember watching it together though, and seeing the reactions of all of us, and
Yeah, because I was taking notes.
and
Well, we were watching, trying to type it
and
out.
I had not seen it either, and I didn't take notes, which I usually do. So I didn't have any notes, and I just remember thinking, I'm just going to try to remember. I just remember writing the notes in my things of who the characters were and who they were played by, so I could kind of remember. And then I remember being all over the place and thinking I had it all figured out, and then listening to you, because usually I jump in and talk first because it's just my nature. But I remember that night listening, wanted to hear what you guys thought, and thinking, it's too late to change my answer right now, or should I just stay with what I perceived? And I try not to get swayed like that. You know what I mean? I try not to, but I found myself that night getting swayed.
Well, I feel like that's things are how you perceive it, but it's also a willingness to hear what other people think, and it's not like you can just say, well, I'm disregarding everything that we just discussed, and I still believe that this person is the most estranged.
Right. I think that I have that in me, but I try not to. There's no thing. I know I have that in me.
Well, part of what I like is, like, you can have any perception you want. Let me hear you support it.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it becomes, okay, maybe I'm misjudging how much this has to, whatever this character does, I'm misjudging maybe how much of an impact that makes on what I'm seeing.
Gosh, that's a society challenge. You can feel any way you want. You can, if you could support that, it'd be great. And it's very often it's just not the case with any discussion right now. It doesn't matter what you're talking about, man. It's very often I'm going to put a bold statement out there, and there's a rebuttal, and then it's like, is this thing on? Because it's like, was there substance there? There might have been. But, I think sometimes maybe there isn't. And it's just like, I just wanted to fight, or I just wanted to make a statement. And I'm like, why do you think that? Because I just know whenever anybody asks me that, I have 5 paragraphs to say. And I might be wrong, but I'm like, here's why I think that.
Yeah.
This is why I think that. Or, what makes you think you're the expert? I'm not the expert, but here's what some people that I think are experts say about it.
We kind of had a thought about that in our Hacksaw Ridge discussion, because it was like, if you can't handle a challenge to your values, are they really values? Are those really that valuable to you?
That's right.
If you can't defend it, if you can't just take solace in your own beliefs without someone making a comment and you get so flustered, they really? Do you really hold them valuable?
Well, that's Ray Fenn's in Conclave. His big point of the whole thing, saying. That's why I brought it up, I think, last week, too, just quickly, but I didn't really expand on it. But, like, that his character, in the defense of faith, defended the word faith, like the vocabulary of the word faith. like saying, if we're going at this the way that you guys want to go at it, we're trying to convince people, almost like a sales statement. He said, and that just takes faith right out of the equation. He said, but if we look at faith as a belief system that we trust, something that we can't see, and we believe it, he said, now that's faith. He goes, and that's what business we're in, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, obviously,
Yeah.
but I remember him saying that about, like, your values, if you're not living them, if they're not authentic, real things, then it's just a tool to judge others, maybe. Mm-hmm. And that's sometimes when we say our values. Well, I couldn't relate to that because I have different values or whatever, or we have different values in each other. If you really do, you'll see it. You don't have to say it, and there'll be some evidence of it. Otherwise, you're saying values just as a judgment post, as a light to hold others up to, so you can look at their faults or their frailties. Mm-hmm. I think.
Now, I'll say that was a movie discussion that was your favorite. What was your actual favorite movie to watch this season?
Easy, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. For me, it's light. And it's heavy too. It's heavy too, but it's light in general. There's enough lightness in it that and it's Thanksgiving to me, and that's my favorite holiday, and that's when when I watch it is around there. So having it as an assignment, I watched it with you. I just loved it. It's cool to hear different perspectives on it. It was cool to see that hidden scene that was not in there. Oh. It made me feel better about the character, having seen that scene, that was taken out of the film.
He flicks the thing off his... I got teared up.
Yep.
Mulligan. Right?
Mulligan. I'll take a mulligan on that one.
Yeah. I didn't, and the thing is too, because it's familiar, because I've seen it a dozen times or so. I didn't feel like I had to be tied in taking notes so much.
I think we still did it justice in terms of finding things in there, though.
Oh gosh,
the big one that I wish we talked a little bit more about was the chest, and just this idea, because it was coming off of grief and isolation, and just this idea that he's got all this pain. And it's symbolized by this chest that he's got to lug around with him everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's this big awkward thing that
wheels.
That he's the only one that can carry it, that can burden this chest of grief that we find out that he has, and just the connection with talk to me about reaching for the right hand to help you up a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what happens there. He finds the right person to help him lift that baggage.
They're walking through that field, and he picks it up with them, and they just...
it's like, oh, I'm being forced to help this guy because look at him, he's helpless. So then by the end, they're just kind of walking up the street in the snow to the house, and he's got no problem helping him carry this emotional baggage.
I don't even think there's a leader and a follower anymore, where they did it before in the field. One was ahead and one was back. Now they're walking side by side with it, if I'm correct, walking down the road.
I think so.
Yeah. Beautiful movie. That was my favorite movie of the season.
All right, Tin Man.
All right, my favorite movie would probably be Sleeping with Other People.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I watched that one with the missus, and we got like pizza or snacks or something like that, and we sat and watched it, and we both laughed and enjoyed the movie. It's a little deeper than your normal rom-coms, and it has, I don't know if it's raunchier moments or whatever in it, but it was a fun watch. And I had my notebook out, or I was taking notes while I was watching it, and we're laughing the whole time. So it was a good.
There's some super interesting characters. I thought some of the peripheral characters were super interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is the deeper end of a rom-com. It's we just watched, what was it the other day, like 13 going on 30.
Oh yeah.
And like those, to compare those two with like the depth of the stories.
Well, that's
of your characters.
I had mentioned, trying to tiptoe the line of supporting this woven theme throughout the whole season, and still trying to do a genre justice when I say rom-com. Mm-hmm. And so I think it was between that one and Colossal. I think I had you guys choose between.
Yeah, we picked one.
But either way, a very heavy influence on one character's impact on another character, and their their whole life kind of.
Their impact on Jason Sudeikis.
But you had Sobachek just controlling, puppeteering.
Oh yeah.
What was Alison Brie's character? Whatever her name was in the movie.
I was gonna say hot.
But you had that level of control.
I want to say Annie, but that's
Annie Adderall.
Yeah.
I'm a naughty Christmas baby.
You made that exact same reference in our episode.
In the episode.
Can't stop. That's all I think about.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Get it.
But so it had that control, and so when I talk about importance of human interaction, that one stood out to me. And I'm not going to spoil Colossal because I think you guys would find that interesting.
All right.
Like our listeners pointed out, there's an ocean of rom-coms that I could have chosen.
Yeah.
It was, like I said, trying to toe that balance of finding something that would relate to this, provide a discussion,
A meaningful
on it.
discussion on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like I said, I'd be open to doing an episode where someone else is kind of like, well, what did you see about this? Would you? So that'd be your favorite movie, and I like that you both had the context of how you watched the movie, kind of playing into your enjoyment of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like watching it with the missus, having an actual little thing.
Put the
to
kids
watch
to
it.
bed. We had
Yeah.
watched the movie ourselves, and we both enjoyed it very much. So that was a good time. Yeah.
Nice. Now, did you have a favorite movie discussion? So like where the discussion itself, K-Max mentioned Closer.
I don't know. Closer was a good one, and that was the thing too. Is like there was little things that we didn't each pick up. There were some things about her passport. Like I didn't see the passport thing, and I thought less of her. I thought less of her after finding more stuff out. Mm-hmm. Even though I thought whoever I picked was the dirtbag of the group or whatever.
Yeah.
But like. But like
the dirtiest bag
of the dirt bags. Yeah, it's the worst.
Dirtiest of bags.
Was she the better of the evils? So like, but it was neat playing that game. I don't know. Like I don't remember all of ours.
I do like when we have different perceptions coming to the table and trying to,
Because a lot of times I'll just double down on what I thought the first time too. Like, nope, I don't think so. I disagree.
But at least from my end, it's like not about winning you over or trying to see it my way, guys. No, it's kind of like, well, I perceived all of these cinematic tools this way. Like I want to know how you use those same tools to get to a different place.
And a lot of times it's difficult that I'm like, I know he's seen this movie before, and I know he's like
the movie's playing.
Like
I'm just staring at you.
Yeah, he's just watching me take notes, and he's like, he missed that. Like I'm like,
I just start shaking my head.
I'm like, well, because there's like a lot of times the movie will have a running theme, like you said, like a thread that you pull on, and it like connects all the pieces together. And I've been trying to do that, and every once in a great while, I'm like, oh, hey, it connects to here, And when it works out, I try to see, look at this, Corey,
Mm-hmm.
But
I just hold up my notes.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, good job. You're finally on. Oh, you finally watched it, huh? Welcome to the class, Ted. You finally showed up.
Sign-in sheets over there.
Sign-in sheets over there.
K-Max, you mentioned, so staying on Closer then, K-Max, you mentioned as you were reading, you saw more things to support different perceptions. Do you recall any of those?
Yeah, the book, or there was another version, or was there a stage play?
Stage play,
Excuse me. Yeah, it was like a teleplay of it that blatantly said that it was supposed to be like her all along. Like it was supposed to be obvious. I'm like, oh well, okay. Pardon me, hoity-toity.
I pictured Dell. You're like, sure. Yeah. Nodding your head.
Sure. That's right. I mean, that was it right there. That was pretty much it when I was reading that, what the messaging was. And some people were like let down because it was so obvious in the stage play. It was presented so obvious.
A little bit more ambiguous.
It was a little ambiguous. But I think that's what film can do, though. Film can, and that's what, like, you'll hear songwriters say that a lot, too, about their work. Like, artists, like, the good ones, I think they won't try to tell you the story, but they're not all Billy Corgan. Sorry, Billy. Arrogant, like the sun rises and sets on my songwriting or my arrangements of music. Some artists are like Kurt Cobain is like, they'll ask him about what the song means. He goes, what do you think it means? And he goes, well, there you go. And he would leave it, and
I love
his
that.
ego would not beat him up. His ego wouldn't force him to say, no, here's what it means. That's stupid. He would say, what do you think it means? There you go. Where Billy Corgan, again, I had to pick on him, but I love picking on him. He's so arrogant. Billy Corgan would say, yeah, I wrote that, this, and then 5 other artists wrote the same song based off of that. I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not true. You're full of it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
So I was gonna go. It's so hard for me to pick favorites here. So I was gonna kind of go through the ones that we didn't mention and see if there's any stones that need turning. So we talked about the ritual. Talk to Me. That one, I still feel the same. Where I watch it, and it feels heavy afterwards.
Yeah. Yep.
It feels like you've seen emotional weight govern somebody.
I still feel bad for that character.
Yeah, it's one of the. I feel like one of the more tragic movies that we've watched.
Certainly.
For the pod. And Midsommar, kind of the same, but there's a little bit more anger at the end. Whereas in Talk to Me, I forget her name, but our main character ends in a very dark place.
Yeah.
And
My.
In Midsommar, with her mindset, she's in a better place. We talked about it in our discussion, but it's like kind of a twisted.
Almost like she's healed and she's found her.
Healed in the wrong direction.
Right. In a very like a sociopathic direction, right?
Right. Big Hero 6 might be one of my favorite movie breakdowns that we did.
Movies and breakdowns, I'd say. This is my first time watching it.
Oh, really?
Me and Tiff to have a touche there. What was it with Coco and that? I think we had a touche where she's like,
"You haven't seen this?"
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen that. I'm like, you're
you.
just. I didn't say. You're just saying that. You did too. Watch it.
And that, I think that's one of her favorite movies. At least,
she has a Baymax in her car.
She's
like
got a lot of Baymax stuff.
Gosh, did I enjoy that movie?
I asked her to come in because of how much she likes that movie, but there's personal things going on, and
it
was kind of like, okay, me and K-Max will push forward, and I think that it definitely would have been a tough discussion there, but I think we did a lot of good in that episode, and I'm proud of our discussion on color and how that relates to everything that we discussed there.
Real nice.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's one of my favorite movies, I'd say. I don't know how many times I've seen this thing, but I love that I could, I watched it when it first came out, before I kind of gained momentum in terms of using and looking for cinematic tools. So it was cool to go back under this lens and kind of be like, okay, how can I connect this here? What does this mean? What about Dracula?
Yeah. Dracula musical.
Woo!
Yeah.
And that led us into Nosferatu.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That's one of my favorite movie discussions. I think it's just me and you that episode.
It is. I know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely you too.
K-Max, I know you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Have you listened to the discussion
I
yet?
have not. And it's funny, I was going to bring that up earlier in this podcast as you were talking about them. Like, the only one that I haven't heard that's published, well, I think all of them, is that one. Mm-hmm. And I remember thinking, how come I haven't listened to that one? Oh, because I'm not on it. What ego much? Yes, please. But I thought the movie, I just watched the movie. I'm like, this is cool, you know? Mm-hmm. And by the way, just a footnote, like, I'm remembering like a lot of the fan feedback. I know we'll get back to that later, but when I hear you bring up the movies, I get excited. I'm like, oh, I want to point out, I'm like, oh no, that's for later. Like different movies that the listeners that have responded to us.
I'm excited to hear.
Yeah, I have some specifics about certain movies that you talked about, and they give some interesting feedback.
As Bane would say, that comes later. We watched Mary and Max.
Yep. I think we watched that.
We watched that one together.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think we had Mafia Pizza.
Or close to it.
Or close to it.
Yeah, reasonable facsimile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
delicious.
That movie watching, I mean, I think it's like very good. And it's tough to convince anyone to watch it.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It would be.
Like, I think it's an important viewing, and it encapsulates the whole idea of what we discussed with friendship and that balance of, we talk about when you're in a dark place, sometimes you need a friend to just barge in and get you up and get you out. But then where's the balance there of respecting someone's space when they need it? And I thought that movie spoke about that perfectly.
Yeah. Especially with someone who can't, like, convey their emotions as well as maybe other people or whatever.
Mm-hmm. That's when we talked about Tin Man having a drawer full of J keys. People sending the scorned letters with just envelopes of J keys.
Send them. I don't care.
Send them to me.
Add it to the pile. Shadow. What'd you guys say about Shadow? Now you've had a couple weeks to think about that.
It's hard for me to follow at first. Steve, that's the one thing that lasts with me. It almost lost me. If I wasn't watching it with you, it would have lost me. And I think I did not off in the beginning. But then as I would kind of watch, I was intrigued by it, and I started enjoying the story. And then I realized, I didn't need to know all of that, what they tried to give me, all that exposition. I didn't need to have that to enjoy. The film was pretty simple themed, but they wanted me to understand more so I could put it into context more. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to put it into context. I could watch it. I would have been better served just watching it in the context that my mind put it in as it played out. But they'd given so much context, I kept waiting for so where's this? Where's this remnant from this empire? When are they going to show up? I was thinking too much of that way.
Yeah.
And it made me miss on what was right in front of me on the screen. Mm. You know what I mean? Like it was a weird feeling.
It was an interesting movie. I don't know if I really, really enjoyed it, but it was okay.
I thought it was visually stimulating too. I thought it was a cool thing to look at too, like art. It was like art.
It had a very like artsy like feel to it. Wait, I don't want to crap on it too much. It was an interesting watch, and I don't know. It was all right.
So it's funny. So I narrowed it down to two discussions that are my favorite, and one of each with you guys. So Nosferatu with Tin Man, and then Big Hero 6, I think, with K-Max. But movie-wise, I think it's Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and we all watched that one together.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That adds to it too, doesn't it? When we watch it together,
it does.
Well, that's all three of our experiences now of what our favorite movie was from this season, and it had to do with us watching the movie all together.
That's so weird. Like I can think of like 5 or 6 of my favorite like movie watching experiences, and it was like with a group of people. It was doing something dumb at a movie theater while watching the movie. You know, it was always with like. It was always like a personal interaction also attached to the movie experience that didn't take away from the movie. You know, that kind of enlightened the movie.
We had like 15 people piled in.
There were
my
15
parents'
people
living
in
room.
your front living room there.
And you and Ralph both separately told me you had to walk the other one back to their house. It was until even after
Until
Ralph
after it was
passed.
died. Yeah, it was like, hey, he can't walk James home. He's like, he drove him. You know what?
So he's got that.
That son of a gun. He's got a really long, like, creepy driveway. And I was like, I remember telling him that a long time ago because we had another friend that would drop him off. He's like, just drop me off at the road. Just drop me off the road. I'm like, no, dude, I'm going to take you right to your house. And he's like, thanks, man. It kind of freaks me out. I'm like, I know it freaks you out because it freaks me out. Like, I drive all the way down the driveway and do like eight point turns at the end of the driveway to go take him back.
No,
James is all freaked out. Whatever.
I remember I broke that news to you too. You're like, what? Have you guys rewatched any of the movies from this season since we recorded for whatever episode it was?
Let me try to think.
I did. I can't remember what it was.
There was definitely
No, maybe I didn't. I did not. I
the
did
night
not watch.
before. I haven't
From the other
in
season I
previous
have.
season. Yeah,
Yeah.
in previous seasons I had done quite a bit. I don't remember doing it this season. I think it's just a matter of time.
So what movies did you watch from previous seasons then?
Well, I remember
It's on
watching.
the list. There's a list there.
Well, I remember watching Mother 3 times. I remember watching Skinnamarink a couple times more.
Oh my
Really?
gosh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Glutton for punishment.
I
man.
watched
How'd
it
you do?
once. Like I wanted to watch it the way Vaz said. Remember, I watched it the first time half in your driveway.
Yeah.
I was so scared. And I confessed that, by the way. We don't have to lie anymore. I confessed last week to him. I said,
Another one.
I watched it in a police car, like with my gun. Like,
spotlight on his forehead. I just remember thinking to myself, yeah, well, I got to come clean. I'm going to feel better after I just felt worse.
So,
But I wanted to watch it the way that it was
it was
intended.
meant to be watched, yeah.
Mhm. And I did with my headphones on.
Oh my gosh.
And it was the dead of night. I was like, it was a mess.
like the few jump scares are like,
Yeah.
they're like, we're gonna take away all the sound and all the sight of anything, and every little thing is like, yep. I mean, I get it. And for true horror fans who are just like, hey, I want to get freaked out, are probably like, oh, it really freaked us out. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, creepy a corner of a living room and a black and white cartoon playing in the background feels.
The only thing
Hey,
that
there used to
saved
be a
me,
window here.
the
It's
only thing that
gone
saved
now.
me from it was remembering the clip that Voss played of,
someone did a parody. This is what came out. Someone did a parody of Skinnamarink. You can YouTube it.
It's the only thing I kept thinking of. I'm like, remember how funny that was? I kept thinking it over and over and over again.
And I don't even remember the title of it, but the person's got like the Looney Tune Wile E. Coyote painting on the wall. And they're like, Kevin, run into the tunnel. And he's like giggling. It's safe.
You hear a giggle.
You can trust me.
You can trust me. It's the only thing that kept me from being terrified.
Full speed.
Full speed.
It's a very, very small audience I'm speaking to. If you've seen Skinnamarink, that clip is hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
So Mother and Skinnamarink, anything new that you felt then?
Mother and
Since then.
Skinnamarink. Well, just absolute terror with Skinnamarink. First time was such confusion, the first one, because I'm like trying to focus on what am I seeing and saying, what is the theme? What's happening here? I don't get it,
Yeah.
And then the second time saying, okay, now that I've heard what they think the themes are also, I see it a little bit.
For Mother?
No, for Skinnamarink.
Oh, okay.
But when I watched Mother again, I wanted to see what some of the critics were seeing, and not just what someone who is a defender of the faith would see, because that's how I looked at it as. Yeah. And I was so proud of myself to say, yeah, I like this movie. They have a problem with the same things I got a problem with organized religion.
It didn't have like a I think the first time we watched it, was like, yeah, that was awful. That sucked.
Yeah. Well, we were traumatized when we saw. We both came in hating Vaz.
Yeah.
It was the first time you guys walked in silent.
We just walked in, giving them the finger.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Like, no words. No words. I got no words.
So what you're saying is you guys are up for another challenge.
No,
next
no,
season.
no.
we had the choice to pick a movie, and you're like, let's do experimental.
Oh, yeah, that's
and I was
right.
like, that's why we had Skinamarink in the mix.
I even kind of like, huh? Experimental. I think I got up to pee or something. I was like, you guys decide? You're like, yeah, we figure we throw you a bone. We pick experimental. I'm like, oh, okay. Like blew the dust off the choice.
It was at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
He went to the dark part of the library.
Yeah.
How about
Darker.
you, Tin Man? Did you rewatch any
I
movie
have.
then?
I don't know what all the movies are, and my Spotify had disappeared. We'll just cut this in post.
Mr. Cut It in Post, who doesn't cut anything in post.
It's not true. I swear a lot, and you don't hear it on the,
Yeah,
when I
but
rewatch
I cut
it.
I cut it in post.
What's this wee business?
A wee business. He's got a wee business. Podcast. Incredibles 2.
I've watched Incredibles 2 again.
That's a good one. Anything new from that? Because my first impression was kind of like, all right, that's a sequel. And then we watched it with this lens, and it was like, you know what? I really like that one. So what were
I
your
did the
thoughts?
opposite. I was like, I like the first one better.
Like it kind of solidified your choice a little bit.
There were still moments that I really liked in the movie, though. There was still like a lot of like, that's a great scene there. That's cool that they had that there. Like there was still a lot to enjoy about the movie, but even though going through it all, breaking it down, the differences between the two and the themes, and I was like, I think I still like the first one. The first one is still in like my top 30, maybe. It's definitely in my top 50 though.
Wow,
Movies
okay.
of all time.
Ooh, beauty.
What's the next movie on the list? I definitely watched more than one. I've watched Thunderheart probably like 8 times.
Since
Not since then, but like over time. I think I might. I don't think I've rewatched it, but that was like my 8th time watching.
We watched Hateful Eight in the barbershop since that
yeah?
too.
oh,
Yeah. It was interesting in the barbershop. I mean, I forgot about the Sam Jack scene, and I had like,
Depended on who your clientele was at the time of the
and it was
scene.
just like so awkward. I was in the middle of a haircut too, and I'm
quickly.
like, and then and Kent was trying to like smooth it over because he would
so how
talk.
about that weather, guys?
Yeah, he would talk like loud because we were both cutting. He would talk over the things he was saying.
Yeah.
So what I did was and I made him crawl, and there wasn't no blanket.
Oh, weirdly enough, so when my daughter graduated college this year, like last weekend.
Congrats, by the
Yeah,
way.
heck yeah.
But one of her friends is her family's from Mexico, moved to California, and then stayed in dorms with her. Like that was one of her like close friends. So the family cooked all like Mexican meals for
authentic?
everything, authentic food. It was like barbacoa, and there was like cactus salad,
Oh.
a bunch of like spicy stuff that I've never had before. It was delicious, but it was all they had like mariachi music playing the whole time. And then one of the songs was from Coco. I'm like, hey, that's from Coco. I know this song.
That's right.
Nice.
I was like, oh, they really. It was like a duet. The one that he sings with.
La Llorona.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. Who's the super famous?
Ernesto de la Cruz.
Did he sing it with him? Is he the one he sings it with, and it ended up being like his real dad was the one who wrote the song or something?
Oh,
like
well,
that?
then that would be Remember Me, probably.
All right. What's the next movie?
Parasite. Bicycle Thieves.
I definitely didn't watch Bicycle Thief again. Though it was an interesting analysis.
It wasn't super long either.
Oh.
Hell or High Water.
Nope.
White Christmas.
Nope.
Fat Man.
Nope.
Children of Men.
Yes. That was one I watched again. It was just on TV. Like, oh, let me watch this again. That was a cool discussion. That one was.
Yeah, it was.
That's not in this season, though. That was a previous season.
That
right?
was the first season.
That was first season? Mm-hmm. Oh. That was That was a cool movie, though.
That was
a good one.
my contribution to what we thought was a Christmas movie.
That's right. That's right. It doesn't fit like any of my
Broke all of our things, but it ended up being like the most
the most Christmassy of Christmas movies.
Yeah. I was like, well, if all of this allegory is true, then you can't deny it.
I'm like, I'm sure it fits in my
See, right here, yeah. Machine
see?
guns.
Yeah,
Mamma Mia, Babe, Alien, Skinamarink,
definitely didn't watch Mama Mia,
Wolf
though.
of Snow Hollow, Shaun of the Dead, Night of the Hunter, Mother, Hook. I've seen Hook again.
I listened to Night of the Hunter again, just so you're like, can I still do that voice? Like, no, I can't. I literally have to be sick to do that voice.
Train to Busan, E.T., Florida Project, Tin
No.
Man's favorite, Tin Man's personal favorite,
Freaking Haley.
and Godzilla -1.
Okay. Oh man, we went through quite a few movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. A lot of hours spent.
That's back when we were in the kitchen, recording in the kitchen.
The first 2 episodes, I think, were in the kitchen. All right, Tin Man, we've waited long enough. Let's hear about some listener feedback on movies. K-Max, take it away.
Well, I got a few here. I'll start with one of our most faithful listeners, listens to all of them, watches just about all of them, has strong opinions and feedback on almost every one of them for us.
We like strong.
That I share with us. We don't always agree 100% with her, but Marcia
It'd
said,
be weird if we did.
yeah, Marcia said as far as her vote and as far as her thoughts on season 3, a cohesive dissection from the experts. Don't sell yourself short. My vote suggestion for a movie to review is Project Hail Mary, partly because it's the best movie I've seen in years, and also because I've been seeing so many random comments on themes and symbolism that I would love to hear from you guys on what you guys find as themes and symbolism in it.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of funny too that, like, again, we're not the authority on anything, but like someone would say, I hear the experts saying this. I want to think what you guys say.
We've heard the experts. Now let's hear the other guys.
All right, that was a good one. Doc from downstate. I've loved the journey of season 3. Loads of feelings and good discussions about them. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is such a classic and widely accepted for its broad lessons of loss, grief, friendship, etc. You guys hit them all well and made our little group watch it together to see Steve Martin's character's transformation. So it's like, it's cool that we inspired a group of educators to, let's see if we can see that. Because maybe I wonder if their discussion was they didn't see it or it wasn't like the forefront of their mind.
I listened to that episode recently, and what I enjoy most is that at least I focused on Dell's journey rather than Neil's journey.
Yeah. And the last thing that he said, I thought this was my favorite comment from the public at large. I also love the expanded chat on grief, honest and extremely necessary. I think that's cool. When anybody says something like that, you know they got something out of it.
Yeah.
You know, the expanded chat on grief, everybody has it. Some people just don't have good ways to discuss it. Andrew is terrific. Most of his feedback was direct face-to-face because he comes to the barber shop, And, hey, Chris and company, some additional ideas for your podcast. I think Frailty would be an outstanding movie for you guys to watch. I'm sure you have. I would be interested in hearing your takes on some of the themes in it, being open-minded folks of the Christian faith, someone who doesn't share that same belief system but respects your openness and your discussions on such themes. I would love to hear what you think about that movie. So that's kind of cool. I like, and I don't know how you guys feel, I think you guys probably agree, I like that we're seen as people can see. At least it's consistent. We say we are, but also he very much respects the openness and the respectfulness and the, what is the words I'm looking for? Willingness to accommodate for, and not just accommodate for, but our hunger to learn more about people that have different belief systems. Mm-hmm. Like we want to learn from them, and we want to say, what makes you tick? How can we? Where's more common ground we can bond on?
We know how we're different.
Yeah,
I want to know how we can piece together.
He had 2 more that he thought were really good. In a Lonely Place, 1950. In a Lonely Place. And he said you'd have to watch it to know why he wants us to review it.
Okay. Interesting.
And then The Apartment, 1960. And then this next one, he told me just today at the shop. It's funny, my wife and her friends all loved this movie. And I'm not sure what that says about us husbands. The movie Baby Girl, 2024.
I have watched that, and I have my own...
I think it's funny, though.
If
you know him, he's so even keel and just so, like, he doesn't venture off the beaten path. And he's like, I just think it's funny that my wife and all her friends loved it, and I'm not sure what that says about his husbands. Then he said, then today he confessed as he's getting a haircut, he goes, I gotta tell you the reason why I want to watch it is, he goes, just hearing how you guys are, I'd like to hear what you thought after seeing it. He goes, I'd be interested in some of the kind of witty things you guys say about it, and kind of the funny things how you tease each other.
I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch it with the missus and see what her take is on it too.
Watch it with a pillow. Just sleep on afterwards.
I don't want to say
because you'll be staying up late when everyone else is asleep
I
to
feel
watch
like
this.
the guy on the one podcast. That's so much sugar. But he's like, "What's in there? Kool-Aid." He drinks. He goes, "It is Kool-Aid." All right, I got some from Hart here. Favorite episode of this season had 2 actually. They're tied, big time. Big Hero 6 and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I love Big Hero 6, and hearing the deeper discussion on it was great. Like, I like the word great there.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like the way you say it, too.
Great. Like Tony the Tiger. Definitely want to be there if you ever do a Star Wars episode, of course, right? Also, any episodes in the hero's journey. If you guys do anything on, like, hero's journey, I can talk about a lot of stuff from the class that I teach, the curriculum that he's built.
Yeah.
He said he'd love to be a part of that.
That'd be awesome.
Joseph Campbell fan, huh?
Yeah. And then he jumped in there and said, movie I'd like to see done on the pod would be Dogma. I love your Kevin. He goes, I know you guys are Kevin Smith fans, and I would love to hear the input on its commentary on faith and faith versus organized religion. One of my all-time favorite movies. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on it. And
that is probably my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
There's more. I didn't compile it on this note, but those are 4 primary ones there. I thought they were pretty good feedback, and a lot of good movies to consider. I think you guys had a couple.
I do have one. I guess loyal listener. I know he's completed season 1. I don't know how much of season 2. I shot a text out to him. I said, hey, don't know if you still listen or not, but, we're looking for any input on a possible movie suggestion. And when he responded, he was like, oh, does it need to be on war? Like, he knew what the current topic was.
Oh, cool.
So I'm hoping that he's been kept up to date.
That's really cool.
So he said, well, I told him anything his heart desires for us to review. And he said, in that case, I highly suggest one of my all-time favorite films, Perfect Blue. It's an anime film that I'd love to hear you guys discuss. I think it has lots of themes and ideas that you guys could pick apart. I know anime is different from what you usually watch, but this one is something I think you guys would find really interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah. And
as I was saying, it's a genre we haven't hit yet, right?
It
we
is.
haven't hit any anime yet. So.
We were close. I had Grave of the Fireflies ready to go for War. Mm-hmm. But I took it off. So that's another one right there.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it at basketball. But I was like, I've never heard of this movie before. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know if I've heard of it directly or just not paid attention, but I feel like parts of it feel familiar. I mean, like references. Any other, K-Max is double checking notes and just.
Oh, weirdly enough, so there's a couple guys at work that have been listening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they, if I do anything that appears at work that's a little, I don't know if I would say heartless, but it's a little a colder response, and they were just like, okay, Tin Man. That's like it's been going around the office now. They've been calling me Tin Man.
That's good.
And I'm just like, all right, I guess you're working the weekend now. Someone just pulled overtime.
Do they just walk by the office going?
like Dwight Schrute, and I think that'll be Jim. The least amount of power I've seen go to someone's head.
But I was going to ask them, and I forgot to ask them because
are they up right now?
They're. If I get a response,
Here's a live response.
Hey.
maybe I'm gonna text him just because I don't want him being like, "Yeah, I'm dealing with this. This guy's bleeding all over me. Give me a second. Hold on."
So we had our 3 most influential movies to start the whole podcast. Have those changed for you guys?
Man, that's a good question right there.
Oh man, I don't even remember my most influential movies.
I think they're all horror movies.
They're all horror adjacent.
That's true.
Probably because I've seen so many more movies. I don't know.
Right, so Tin Man,
You
you were Sixth Sense,
Oh, that was a good movie.
Tremors, and American Psycho.
I would say they did change a little bit. You know, a movie I really liked that I saw, I think it was this year or last year, was Weapons.
Oh, you like that movie?
I liked it
That
very
would be
much.
a good one too, because even the director's kind of like keeping it ambiguous as to
right.
meanings
Vague
of
about the
things.
meanings and stuff on it. Yeah, I so much so I wanted to dress up as the. I wanted for Halloween. I was going to dress up as the
witch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're not too far off.
I found a wig. I was
That's
like,
it?
oh my gosh, that's perfect.
You have all the rest of the stuff at home.
Yeah, I got my my grandma's like suits she wore to church. Where's the most colorful one? You got like a teal suit. I can throw some red glasses on.
Yeah, mine I had Jurassic Park, Birdman, and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Ooh, Birdman would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And K-Max had Forrest Gump, Tombstone, and Oppenheimer.
Tombstone's awesome.
That's a good one.
Those are all really good movies, though. Those are really good movies. Mm-hmm. I think mine would almost all change.
I think I would probably change at least one. I'd have to, I feel like I'd have to put Saving Private Ryan in there
Oh, nice.
over maybe Forrest Gump.
That was like
That's
your favorite
interesting.
movie, too.
Yeah, because our very first episode was kind of like, your phrase was "Feed me now, cheeseburger."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Instant feed me now cheeseburger. If I could be precise, precision of language from the giver.
You know, I'm going to try to look at my list of movies because I probably would change. Maybe even 2 or 3 of them. Maybe all of them.
I think I've said it. Maybe I didn't. That on any given night, my list could filter out.
Yep.
But I think Jurassic Park is always going to be at the top of that list.
That's cool.
That's cool to have number one with a bullet there.
Yeah. You know what? Frighteners. That might be an influential
Michael J.
one of mine.
Fox?
Michael J. Fox.
Another horror adjacent.
Yes. It was a comedy action
you're
horror.
You're the master of horror in this.
That's true.
I'm the master of a horror.
But looks aren't everything.
You're dumb.
Sorry, dude. I use that joke all the time at home.
Just love the way
It gets a laugh like a quarter at a time. tell Sterling he's a funny guy, but looks aren't everything. He doesn't get it.
Well, when he does, it's all over for everyone. Because he's a funny dude.
All right. So was that it for listener feedback?
That's all I had.
I didn't get any responses yet.
A response.
Yeah, they must be busy.
So in a future season, I have different ideas for season 4. One of those includes talking about Star Wars. I want to hear you guys. What movie do you think I would pick for Star Wars? It's not like some obscure, non-Star Wars movie. It's an actual Star Wars movie. Which movie do you think I would pick?
The worst one.
Do I think you would pick? Let me see. I would think the ones that has a lot of story pins to it, things that you can hold canon that would hold.
Yeah, if I were to Rogue One.
I've began a lot of internal notes about this movie already.
It must not be then.
No,
it's not.
See, my thing is this: it can't be a standalone one like Rogue One or like Solo. Not like a standalone, but you know what I mean. As close as that universe can get. If I'm trying to read
it's
Vaz,
not part of the episodes.
It's got to be one that sucks.
That's what I thought too. I was like, "What is the Rise of Skywalker?"
Just his idea of having like values. If you're not prepared to defend your values, is it really does it really have value or no? You're just saying if something popular, it flies right into the wheelhouse. He likes him low and inside. That would be low and inside for him. Mm-hmm. He's to swing and take it out of the park. So something's like, okay, show me you really love it. Yeah, get on your knees and tell me. To quote Home Alone 2.
If I were to pick one, I would pick Empire Strikes Back,
But like not what you're picking.
That's
you
right.
think he's
right.
gonna pick?
Oh, I'm going with Skywalker.
It's actually Wrath of Khan.
Shit.
Right now, Hart's running around Wilson with no shirt on. I hate it. There's a Bare Naked Ladies song. It's like
2 a.m. You jerks.
This is me in grade 9. It's about him being a big nerd in high school, and he's like, something about the junior prom. And he goes, "Oh man, I should have watched The Wrath of Khan instead of going to the prom or something." I don't know. I just remember thinking that's funny. And then,
well, I have a discussion of it started in my head. We'll see which one of you are closest when it does happen.
Oh, okay.
So
it's gonna be May.
Before we figure out what movie we're watching for our give back episode, I was going to announce that there's going to be a little surprise addition to the podcast, and it's something I think I told Tin Man, but I don't know if I told K-Max. It's going to be the secret menu.
The secret menu?
Yes. It's going to be standalone episodes that are focused just on movies with no attached chapter or season with them. It's just going to be standalone viewings of movies. I'll throw it out to you guys when you guys are free, but other episodes are going to be just me kind of giving my own thoughts. Kind of like Sinners,
yeah.
Our Sinners episode.
Takes a little bit off our shoulders.
I like it.
Yeah. But the offer is always there for anybody to be joining on the secret menu episodes.
The secret
menu.
Well,
give us like before you start recording them, if there's a movie that we really want to weigh in on or have particular feelings about, we might jump in on it.
You might get a live call in on that one.
You might get
be like, and this idiot's calling me right now. What's up, K-Max? Well...
And they'll have their own intro and everything, and those will be released hopefully starting in a couple weeks. Those ones have no rhyme or reason for when they're released. It's just when it works out, it does. And then we'll start back up with season 4. I don't know, sometime in the summer, hopefully. but we'll have some stuff to hold us over till then.
Yeah. I got an addition to build, and I got a big trip.
What?
Big family trip and an addition to
Ooh.
finish building.
Where are you going?
Africa.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
all right.
Yes. Gonna take a while away from you. It's 2 a.m.
All right, guys, let's figure out what movie are we going to watch.
Okay.
We
Run
got-
the list back
Okay.
once over.
in reverse order. Perfect Blue, Dogma, Baby Girl, The Apartment, In a Lonely Place, Frailty, Project Hail Mary.
Do you want us to make that decision now?
Yeah.
All right. I don't care then. Whatever you guys want.
Oh my goodness.
What might make a difference is availability of these movies.
Oh, that's true.
The
We
best
don't have
ability is availability.
Here am I.
And you know what? If I could quote Norm Macdonald real quickly before we wrap up here with our decision.
Try to see if I can find these two.
If I said you could have any ship you wanted, you might, Tin Man, pick a ship made of gold or maybe diamonds because it'd have a great value. But you want to know Mr. Vazza, you want to know the most valuable ship? Friendship. That's a Norm Macdonald bit. And that was the end of it.
For a second, I was like, Norman Bates said that?
Hold on.
I like
Mother.
the commercial. I like the commercial where they ship my pants.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's late. Sorry, guys.
So what is okay, so Frailty, Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary. I don't know, because that one was just in theaters. I don't know how soon it's coming out to stream or to buy. Frailty, In a Lonely Place, The Apartment, Baby Girl. That one's interesting to me because I know that you saw it, K-Max, you saw it with some of these listeners.
No, I didn't.
Oh. That was by yourself.
No, I
Late at night.
I did it. It was very awkward.
Should make for an awkward episode then.
Well, In a Lonely Place, I'm just looking at now is Humphrey Bogart. It looks interesting, but I don't know if it's available.
And Dogma and Perfect Blue.
I think Dogma would be interesting.
I like Dogma too. That is my favorite Kevin Smith. At least it was. I haven't seen it in probably 10 years now, but at the time it was my favorite Kevin Smith movie.
It's a good one. Just FYI, I can buy and stream on Apple TV Hail Mary if we did go that direction.
All right, let's... Tin Man, if you got to pick a top three.
Top three. Let me see the list again. Probably Frailty. What's on HBO Max? I might throw Perfect Blue in there. I know K-Max is leaning towards Project Hail Mary already.
K-Max, you got top three?
Yeah, Hail Mary, Frailty, and the I think it'd be interesting to do your buddy's the blue one, not the blue movie, but the
Perfect Blue?
Perfect Blue. Again, I'm not against any of these. I think some of the older ones would be cool too. So, but they're not gonna make my top three. Like the couple of ones that Andrew, out of all the ones that Andrew suggested.
In a Lonely Place looked pretty cool, but the same thing. I probably will watch that one.
What's
separately.
the synopsis?
In a Lonely Place, 1950. It's a classic film noir directed by Nicholas Ray, starring Humphrey Bogart as a volatile screenwriter. Dixon Steele.
Where is it?
That's his name. Becomes the prime suspect in a murder case, and Gloria Graham as his neighbor, Laurel Gray, who becomes romantically involved with him and initially defends him. The film explores themes of paranoia, isolation, and domestic violence as Laurel's initial belief in Dixon's innocence erodes due to his violent temper and controlling behavior, leading to a tragic conclusion where their relationship is doomed by his inner demons.
That sounds really cool.
It does sound interesting, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's going on the list, but it does sound like something I might delve into at a later time.
How about The Apartment?
The Apartment, 1960, is a critically acclaimed Billy Wilder film starring Jack Lemmon as an insurance clerk who lends his apartment to superiors for their affairs to get ahead, only to fall for the elevator operator, Shirley MacLaine, who is having an affair with his boss, Fred McMurray. The film masterfully blends comedy and drama, exploring themes of loneliness, corporate ambition, and love, and won 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture.
Man, that sounds really good, too.
I know.
Andrew, look at you.
Perfect Blue, 1997, is a landmark Japanese animated psychological thriller directed by Japanese name. Following a pop idol who retires to become an actress, only to descend into a paranoid state as she is stalked by a fan, and her grip on reality blurs with her new, more explicit roles. The film is renowned for its exploration of identity, obsession, and the dangers of celebrity, using fractured timelines and unreliable narration to create a deeply unsettling experience that anticipated modern issues like internet culture and parasocial relationships. It's considered a masterpiece of adult animation, blending suspense, horror, and social commentary.
Okay, so I put my votes. I said Frailty, Perfect Blue, and Baby Girl. So all 3 of us, though, put in for Frailty and Perfect Blue. Which one do you guys want to do? Which one's of it? So Perfect Blue is on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Has everybody seen Frailty?
It's been
Been a while.
19 years, I think, since I last saw it.
Okay,
haven't
what is
seen
Frailty on? Amazon. Everyone have Amazon Prime?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone has HBO Max?
Mm-hmm.
Are we flipping a coin?
I think we might have to.
I do not have one.
I think you can ask Google's to flip a coin for us.
All right, we want to make a decision then? Heads is what?
Heads is Perfect Blue.
Tails is Frailty.
Yep.
All right.
Tails, Frails. See? Right.
There we go.
There it is.
Tails, Frails. Heads, Blue.
To make this more dramatic, we're going to go best of 3.
Best of 3.
Make it best of 7. Like the Sabres.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, first one. Tails.
Ooh.
Frailty.
That's one Frailty.
One for Frailty.
Next one's Heads.
Oh, one for Perfect Blue. Here we go.
There we
This
go.
is the
To decide it all.
deal breaker right here.